Part 2. Why God's laws were so specific. Egypt's pagan influence. After the doings of the land of Egypt, shall ye not do. Leviticus 18:3. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt. Ye shall therefore be holy. Leviticus 11:45. Let's be honest. Some Old Testament laws seem strange. No tattoos? No cutting your flesh? Restrictions on hair, jewelry, and clothing. Why? Because of Egypt. God wasn't just freeing Israel from slavery. He was freeing them from a deeply corrupt pagan culture. Let's break it down. Tattoos and cuttings. Leviticus 19:28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. In Egypt and Canaan, these were spiritual rituals, done to honor the dead or invoke spirits. They weren't for style, they were acts of pagan worship. God said, "Don't bring that into your relationship with me." Hair and beards. Leviticus 19:27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither mar the corners of thy beard. This wasn't about grooming. It was about rejecting Egyptian priest rituals. Their shaved styles showed devotion to false gods. God was saying, "You're mine. Don't copy their patterns." Nakedness and modesty. Leviticus 18. God gave detailed commands about sexual boundaries. Why? Because Egyptian worship was full of sexual sin, temple prostitution, incest in royal families, immorality blended with religion. God drew clear lines to protect Israel from repeating Egypt's corruption. Clothing and jewelry. Even jewelry was sometimes restricted, not because it was evil, but because it symbolized Egypt's pride and idolatry. Remember Exodus 32? Break off the golden earrings and bring them to me. That's how they made the golden calf. These items were tied to the gods and wealth of Egypt, not to the holiness of God. Here's the point: God wasn't being harsh, he was being holy. His laws were spiritual surgery, cutting Egypt out of Israel's heart, mind, and culture. Even today, we see people defending habits and appearances that have pagan roots. But just because it's normal doesn't mean it's clean. God still calls his people to be set apart, holy, not conform to the world. That means we can't blindly follow cultural trends. In Part 3, we'll look at how Egypt's view of power, slavery, and women didn't just infect Israel. It shaped much of today's church culture. Because if we don't recognize how deep Egypt runs, we might still be wearing Pharaoh's chains.